Hello students, welcome to Education Portal. So students, in this video, we are going to discuss the important questions of respiratory system physiology. Students, always remember these questions are very much important and these questions have been taken from different exam of various universities. These questions are the most repeated questions in different medical exam of various universities. So please share this video with your other medical colleagues so they can also get benefit from it. So students, we are starting our video. Students, if you are preparing for the respiratory system physiology, you should know what is meant by respiratory distress syndrome, and you should have a good idea of lung surfactant. You should know what is meant by lung surfactant and what happened due to the deficiency of lung surfactant, which is the cause of respiratory distress syndrome. Students, the next important question in the respiratory system physiology is the mechanism of breathing. Students, you should know what is the exact mechanism of breathing, as well as you should have a good idea of mechanism of inspiration as well as mechanism of expiration. Students, the next important question is the functions of lungs. You should know the function of lungs which is involved in the respiration, and you should also know the other function of lungs except the respiration. Students, the next important thing in the respiratory system physiology are the lung volumes and the respiratory capacity. Student, you should have a good idea of residual capacity. You should have a good idea of vital capacity. You should have a good idea of total lung capacity. These are very important, and you should have a good idea of the values of these capacities and lung volumes. These are very important, and they have been frequently asked in the multiple exam of medical examination. Student, the next important question is the ventilation perfusion ratio, and what ventilation perfusion ratio, and what happens to the value of ventilation perfusion ratio in the obstructive lung disease, and what happens to the value of ventilation perfusion ratio in the restrictive disease. It is very important and frequently asked in medical exams. Student, the next important question is the COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. You should have a good idea of what is meant by this terminology and what are the diseases which comes in the category of COPD. You should have a good idea of bronchitis and emphysema. Okay students, the next important concept in the respiratory system physiology is the dead space, and you should have a good idea of the types of dead space. For example, what is meant by physiological dead space and what is meant by anatomic dead space. You should have a good idea of it. Students, the next important topic is the compliance of lungs. You should have a good idea of what is meant by compliance of lung, and you should also be able to know some details of compliance of lungs. Students, the next important topic is the transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide in our body. This is very important topic in the respiratory system physiology. Student, the next important question, and this question has been frequently asked in the respiratory system physiology, is the regulation of respiration. How rate of respiration is regulated in our body. This is very important. Students, you should also know the ways of regulation of respiration. For example, nervous regulation, autonomic control, medullary and pontine, voluntary control, and the factors which affect the rate of respiration. Students, you should have a good idea of basic terminologies which are used in the respiratory system physiology. For example, you should be able to define apnea. You should be able to define aphaxia. You should be able to define what is meant by periodic breathing. These are very important in the if you are studying for the respiratory system physiology. Student, the next important question in the respiratory system physiology is the hypoxia. You should be able to know what is meant by hypoxia. You should be able to know what is the cause of hypoxia, and you should have a good idea of what are the four types of hypoxia. What is meant by stagnant hypoxia, what is meant by cellular hypoxia, and the other types of hypoxia as well. Students, after the hypoxia, you should have a good idea of what is meant by acclimatization. You should know the definition of acclimatization, and you should also know the mechanism through which a person develops the acclimatization. Students, the next important disease in the respiratory system physiology is the decompression sickness. Students, decompression sickness is frequently asked in various exams if you are appearing the exam of respiratory system physiology. So please prepare decompression sickness very well. Students, mountain sickness is also asked in the respiratory system physiology, so please don't skip mountain sickness. And the next important disease is the scuba sickness. Students, scuba sickness is also known as Caisson disease. So don't confuse if it is asked the Caisson disease in your exam. Both are same thing. Scuba sickness and Caisson disease are same thing and can be asked with different names in your exams. So students, these were the important questions of your respiratory system physiology, and if you prepared these questions very well, I hope that you will get very good marks in your test of respiratory system physiology. Students, now I am leaving for this video, and we will meet in the next video. If you are like this video, please like this video and share this video with the other medical colleagues so they can also get benefit from it. Okay students, thank you very much. Thanks a lot.